This episode is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, the #1 seller of games and gaming accessories. And GatheringMagic.com, the #1 resource for Magic the Gathering news and articles.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Drafting with Big Nass. This looks like a pretty stacked pack. Requiem Angel stands out to me. Seems fairly good. It's a standard 6 mana flying 5/5 that has a sweet effect. We got some other really great cards in this pack like Emerwolf and Markov Warlord, both of which I would be very happy to first pick, but I think in this case I have to take the Requiem Angel. It's pretty close actually. Like I really want to take that Emerwolf just because like the red-green werewolves deck is pretty sweet, but you know what? Requiem Angel's are rare, and how often do you get to play with it? So that's not really a great reason to take it, but Emerwolf is also like it's a pretty big commitment, and white is a fairly good color, and there's not any really like amazing white cards in this pack. Like the next couple people to our left are going to be like red greenish, so yeah, I'm fine taking the Angel here. Okay, and really wish I took that Emerwolf now, because Pyre Heart Wolf is just the bee's knees. Jeez. Well, I think I'm still going to take that Pyre Heart Wolf just because it's just much better than the rest of these cards. It sucks that we're passing 2 Tragic Slips, but again, we're taking better cards over them, so I'm not going to be too upset about it. But here we're going to take Pyre Heart Wolf and try not to cry inside. Okay, so what do we got here? There's 2 rares in this pack. Unfortunately, neither one of which is that good. I like Hollowhenge Spirit. It's a fairly good man. And it's a nice combat trick. It's a spirit. Doesn't really work that well with our Requiem Angel, but you never know. We might end up having some cards that do something with spirits. And I think it's the best card in the pack anyway, so yeah, I mean, I really don't want to be red-white. If we end up splashing Pyre Heart Wolf or splashing Requiem Angel, it's not a big deal. Here, I think I just want to stay white and pick up that Burden of Guilt. Blood Feud is pretty good as well, but yeah, I really don't want to be a red-white. Let's put it that way. Like I took that Pyre Heart Wolf in case like there was like going to be a stream of really good red cards, but in this case, I think Burden of Guilt is just better than Blood Feud. So let's go ahead and grab that. All right. So speaking of stream of red cards, that's a 5th pick Markov Warlord. Man, I really don't want to be red-white. Jeez, but I can't pass a Warlord either. Like Warlord is just crazy. Like it's one of the best finishers in the format. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab it. Okay, so Wolfhunter's Quiver it's kind of a pet card of mine. I like this card a lot. It's really slow, but the effect is really good, and it combos really well with certain cards. And if we end up abandoning red or white, like this is a card that will go into any deck regardless of what colors we end up being in. Now this is a pretty late Stormbound, guys, so we could move into blue, but I think the safer pick is just to take the Quiver. Okay. So we got some options here. Kessig Recluse is I think that's the best green common in the set. Wild Hunger is also fairly good. If we end up being 3 colors, that will also be a fairly good card. We could end up being like green, white, splashing a couple red cards. So let's just think about our options here. I like Sea Kite a lot, actually. This is actually kind of a tough pick. Alright, well, I think I'm going to go with the Recluse here. But I'm not sure if that's right or not. This pack is not very exciting. We could take Screeching Scab, but I don't think we're going to end up being in blue. I think I'll pick up this Hunger of the Howl pack, although I don't think I'll end up playing it. Jeez. Markov Warlord tabled? Really? How does that happen? Like, this is a first pick. What? Okay. Well, I guess I'll pick up the second Warlord. Oh, that's enough 6 drops. All right. Here we can take either Crushing Vines or Skillful Lunge. I'm not totally sure if we're gonna end up being red white or red green. I think Crushing Vines is a better card, so I guess I'll end up taking that. These cards are pretty much all unplayable. I guess I'll just take the combat trick. Okay, well the only card we could conceivably play is Bone to Ash, but let's just hide it for now. Artful Dodge is a card I hate losing to, so pick that one up. And hey, last pick Chen of the Skiff Sang. Sure, why not? Alright, so this is not a good start. Not really sure what directions this deck is going in. Some very strange packs. Like I was really not expecting Markov Warlord to table. Again, I really wish I first picked that Immerwolf because our deck would have been much, much better. But I just kind of have to do the best with what we got here. Alright, so this pack is not that exciting. I could take a Prey Upon. If I was going to go like red-green, that would be the best way to go. Red-green just seems like it's not going to be open, but you never know. Like I don't know what to think now. Well, let's take a look here. Like, my best cards are red and white, and I really hate being red-white, but I'm just trying to think of what the safest pick is going to be. Like, there's no reason for me to think that I'll end up being in green just because I have a Kessig Recluse. But, yeah, I think Pitchburn Devils is going to be the safest pick here. I really wish I knew what my neighbors were doing. Like, if this was a paper draft, I could take a look at both my sides and see if they were taking any flip cards. But that would give us some more information. But for now, I think we'll take the Pitchburn Devils and see what that gets us. So Stromkirk Noble is pretty good. I don't mind picking that up. Can lead to some pretty crazy draws if you play them on turn 1. And it's a really good combo with Fireheart Wolf. And I'm pretty sure I want to be in red, so I guess I'll take it. Might end up tabling this Rally of the Peasants in case we do end up in red-white. But if that does happen, I won't be too happy. Here we can take Mausoleum Guard. It seems like the best card in the pack. I actually really like Rage Thrower, but I don't want any more 6-drops. So here I can just take the Mausoleum Guard. And it's looking like we are going to be red-white, unfortunately. Okay, so Blazing Torch is an option, but I really need to start prioritizing like early drops here. So I'm probably going to take the Silver Chase Fox, but just take another glance here. Yeah, it's going to be Silver Chase Fox. This is going to be just a random collection of Dirtle cards. Okay, so here we can take a second Pitchburn Devils, where we can take a Chapelgeist. Both of them are pretty good, but in the interest of keeping our curve nice and low, I'm going to take the Chapelgeist. Alright, that's pretty late Stitch Strike, but I really don't want to move in on blue here. Probably just going to take Selfless Cathar. It works pretty well with our Requiem Angel. We can just get a Spirit anytime we want, so let's go ahead and grab it. Okay, combo. We do have a lot of token makers. We have 1, 2. Okay, so 2. All right, it's got to be Doom Traveler here. He's a very fine man. I'm pretty happy to pick him up here. All right. Well, the only card we can play is Unruly Mob. I'm not normally a big fan of it, but we might be stretching for playables here. And plus, Requiem Angel kind of gives us an incentive to start, chump attacking with our creatures and killing our creatures on purpose. Okay. Sure, it's taking a while for the next pack here. Oh, here we go. Alright, well, Spare from Evil's playable, I guess. Can't really complain. I guess I'll pick it up. And the Rally the Peasants tabled, which is not surprising since Red-White is awful and no one ever wants to be in it. But it's probably going to be decent in this deck since, well, we can play both sides of it. And we're going to have a lot of not a lot of token makers, but we have like a lot of little crappy guys, so it'll end up being pretty good. Pick up a Thraben Purebloods here on the off chance we have to play it. That's really late Fist or Hide board, so it's the only playable card in the pack, so I have no problems taking it. And we can take a Make-A-Wish. Make-A-Wish is not usually playable, but it's... I think I'd rather play an 18th land over it, but I would not play a 19th land over it, let's put it that way. If I was scrounging that hard for playables, I guess I would play Make-A-Wish. Okay, could use some Brimstone Volleys. That card is always welcome. As is Blasphemous Act, which I will almost certainly slam down here. Just take a quick look at the rest of the pack, see if there's anything else we might table. The pack is not very deep. Like we're going to take the Blasphemous Act, but then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Yeah, like, we might table a Traitorous Blood, but I'm not going to count on that. So I'll go ahead and pick up that Blasphemous Fact. And Bonds of Faith looks like the best card here. Although it does pain me to pass an Invisible Stalker. That ship has sailed quite a long time ago. Okay, so what do we got here? Could use some more decent creatures. So Voice of Spirit is going to be the pick here. We might get to table a red card. Hopefully, Rolling Temblor or Scourge of Gaia Reach. Even Mask of Avacyn, I wouldn't mind playing that much. So there's a fairly good chance we can table a playable here. Jeez, holy blue rares, Batman. Well, we can't play them. There's not really any point in hating them either. I'm tempted to take a Travel Preparations and splash it, but we haven't taken any like Traveler's Amulets or Evolving Wilds or anything like that. So yeah, I don't like. If we were green splashing the flashback, that would be more reasonable. But I don't want to splash like the front side and then like be like a base white deck. Plus Gallows Warden is not awful. It might make the cut. It's another expensive card, but it's definitely better than Thraben Purebloods. Here the easy pick is Abyssinian Priest. Don't think we're going to table anything here, but let's go ahead and slam that guy down. Alright, some good cards in this pack that we can't really play. Like Feeling of Dread is really good if you can play both sides of it. I'm not going to play like a couple islands so I can splash it. So just to get the effect once is not that great. Could take Fear of the Bitten, but I don't think we're a Fear of the Bitten a deck. And then beyond that, there's really nothing in the pack, so I'm probably just going to end up hating like a Dark Thicket Wolf. Just because like I don't think we're playing the rest of these cards. And Dark Thicket Wolf is the best card in this pack, so. Okay. So, we got some options here. I feel like we have enough creatures. I'm going to start hiding some of the ones I don't want to play. Yeah, like we have enough creatures. I really don't like Cloistered Youth. I only really like it in like the most aggressive of decks. So the choice here is between Doom Traveler and Rebuke. I normally don't like Rebuke that much, but We're a little short on removal. Like for removal, we have Burden of Guilt, Wolf Hunter's Quiver, Bonds of Faith. Uh, yeah, I'm running out of time on this pick here, so yeah, I'll take the Rebuke, but I think that was fairly close. Alright, so again, I don't like Cloistered Youth. I'd much rather have a Kessig Wolf. Other option is Smite the Monstrous, but that's not a card I'm super excited to play. Um, yeah, and Kessig Wolf is fine. It's wow, we really don't have that many red cards. Yeah, maybe being in red was a bad idea, or not, because there's a Geist Flame. That makes everything better, right? Jeez, what's going on? Like, are people like people are allergic to blue cards? That's the only explanation. Like, how does this happen? There's Makeshift Mauler and Moon Heron in a 6 card pack. Like, really? Okay, well, I guess I'll take the Makeshift Mauler since that's the more annoying card for this deck. And there's that Mask of Avacyn that we'll probably play. Uh, just hate a Sensory Deprivation. I can hate a Brain Weevil. And we get to pick up a third Thraben Purebloods. I don't even think we're going to play the first one. So, all right. So this is what we're going to be submitting. The last cut I thought about was cutting either a Kessig Wolf or a Gallows Warden. I think both are decent in this deck. Gallows Warden is a better card overall, but it is on the expensive side, and I kind of want to keep my curve nice and low. If this was like a blue deck and this was the other 5 mana spirit that gives a bonus to power instead, then I would definitely play that instead. Just because like the toughness bonus is nowhere near as relevant. And Gallows Warden, like, it works with Requiem Angel and it doesn't. Like, if it dies, you don't get a token, but the tokens you do get are a little bit better. But I think I might side this in against decks that have a lot of flyers. So wasn't really sure what else to cut. But yeah, like this Kessig Wolf, if it's, I don't know, like some decks it might not be that great against, some decks it might be. So I might switch that up depending on my opponent's deck. But we have a red-white deck. Not too happy about it, but we do have a lot of good cards, so hopefully it works out. So we're going to go ahead and submit this, and we'll see you guys in round 1. Peace.